You know something? There's been quite a mess when it comes down to furries about the weird aspects of the community. Okay, yes, I am going to be talking about this topic, just please hear me out before you question me. Throughout the years, the furry community has made popularity within their numbers, and as while that is a pretty good achievement for the growth-wise, there are those who do not like them at all, which from the way they act does feel concerning. As for me, I do not have many issues against them than you think. What I do not understand is how did this community get so many people to join, because they had a small following until when COVID's lockdown began, they just increased in numbers. I remember from how they look for their appearance, they just had pretty much ears and a tail. As you've seen in anime or games, they look, well, human. It does make you wonder if elves are furries too, since they got pointy ears. Now somehow you get is this.
Oh! Ew! Dude! What the fuck?
I do not know when we got Chuck E. Cheese involved and Godzilla's inbred grandkids came into the picture, but just why is this normal? Growing up as a kid, I've been uncomfortable with people dressing up into these whack-ass mascots that you see people wear for taking photos for the holidays, except the one mascot. And if you know the mascot I am talking about, it is no other than the Chick-fil-A cow.
You do not diss on the cow, since he is the true OG.
Now, when we get people dressed up in those rejected mascots from Nickelodeon, it is just becomes very weird to the point people want to actually sound like they are an animal or act like one. And before someone says in the comments, "Oh, think it's weird because you haven't dressed up in one before?" Nah. You got that wrong, because I even dressed up as a mascot of a rabbit for my church's Easter egg hunt, and I didn't act like I was being neutered.
Get wrecked in the comments!
That is not the point I am trying to add. What I am trying to say is that even though the fursuits became a normal thing, may have to be weird, becoming and sounding like an animal as a belief is one of the biggest problems. I started hearing more about how the community has become for a few years now because of VR chat. And well, even before VR chat, I seen some kind of similar measures with IMVU. Keep in mind, I hardly knew much about IMVU because I never had a PC until I got graduated in 2016. I got was a laptop that made me have nightmares of gaining HP to this day. The reason why I bring up IMVU is when I noticed about the humanoid looking furries, I didn't have much of a bother. I guess mainly because I'm used to the hot ladies who dress up like this on these types of games. Even though 9 out of 10 times they could be a guy in reality. I can't help it, I had to stare. You probably did the same thing too. Don't be embarrassed about it. My friends are going to watch this and ask me this part, I bet, and they might question my friendship after this video on what I be getting into. But I believe it is pushing it even more than I anticipated, because the people be using the humanoid creatures from the backstreet of Walmart wants to actually believe they are this thing. Now, the worst is more well known in VR chat, because if you're really under a rock, this game has a lot of problems with the community general speaking that you may think it compete with Roblox, but I will not go into a debate on that measure since it isn't part of the topic we are talking about.
Because I am phantom pain!
Proximity chat is one of the most well-known faces for VR chat content, as while there's those who calls him many different names to accuse him on, he pretty much goes deep into the furry community and expose those who are very bad actors. Just how much can he deal with people like that? I give him props for actually exposing the truth on these strange behaviors of these players who must have Diddy's ego at this point, because how is it possible for someone to get exposed in 10 different videos by the same YouTuber without realizing karma is calling to roundhouse kick you to feel phantom pain? Oh wait, we can't say phantom pain in here because they might have PTSD and phantom excuse, so better watch out. In harsh reality, these VR furries should not even be part of the community on the way they act. I do question if they are even okay at this point. There can be 13 reasons why they act the way they act, from whatever trauma they got themselves into, but I just do not know how people can deal with these types who screams from the top of their lungs like they are being whipped all because they think everyone is procs. The biggest question I would like to know is, how in the hell did it even get to the point they became mentally unstable? And I thought I got issues, but nothing outbeats a furry war cry like this.
Your feelings for her are not real.
They are real to me!
Now look, from what I can just tell you, it is your choice in the matter of how you feel about them. But I will agree on the measures they take has pushed too far that it can be sick to even defend them. Despite of all that the community who are not freakazoid furry should do is something about it if they really want a change in that departure. But in general speaking, that's going to be a lot to deal with. Besides, it is a common theme we all have some kind of bad actors inside the community, just only those who cause harm is another story to deal with. And who knows, things can get better when that day comes. I felt like there was something else I want to say for this video, but to be fair, the past days I got stumped on while making this, and at the same time, I needed to post a video regardless. Now, I would like to know your thoughts on this topic in the comments down below, and probably subscribe to the channel. Since how close to the end of the year is coming, let us see how much subscribers we can get on this channel until the end of 2026. Soon I should be able to shift my focus making more content for you all in the upcoming weeks for more longer videos. So in the meantime, I hope you all enjoyed this video and I will catch you all soon.